this is Yuken Teruya's most well-known artwork called the Notice Forest. And Yuken is often thinking about the nature, and he had been critical about the consumption culture. And when he go to buy coffee or something, he got a brown bag, and he could not throw it away because he thought that this is something wrong to use a paper bag and just throw it away. And he had a lot of stock of paper bags, and he started to think, what can I do for this? And at that time, he was reading the story or kind of acorn about the writing of Aristotle, and it talks about nature and the image of nature. And Aristotle says that the tree itself has an image of tree inside, and the sheet of the tree also have an image of tree inside. And then you can say, okay, paper bag is created by tree, so maybe there is still a spirit of tree living in this surface. So why not making a tree inside of this paper bag by cutting on the surface of it? And he cut the surface and put it down to inside of the paper bag. So he perfectly calculated the size and the paper length, and then make a tree. So please come closer and take a look. It's very sensitive work, and I love it. It's Notice Forest. It's one of his most successful artwork. This is his older piece called Towel, Swing and Swing. And do you know that Japanese or Chinese traditional motif of the car climbing the waterfall? Do you know that painting, traditional one? And this comes from the Chinese myth. You might know that from China. So do you know that story?
No.
Do you know the Dragon Gate story? The brave carp one day climbed up the waterfall, which is impossible to climb, and this carp became a dragon. And this is a myth of the yellow river around 2,500 years ago. And it also became a traditional motif of Japanese sumi painting, black ink painting on white paper. And Yuken, one day, he had an exhibition about water, and he would have no ideas, and he was at the airport, and he was always thinking about artwork about water. And one day he went to Adidas sports shop, and Adidas have a 3-line, towels and jacket and everything, and he said, Eureka, and he did stitches with the stitch masters, and they make a motif of the waterfall by hanging the towel. And this is a towel of Mitsukoshi department store, so waterfall is much more sensitive than Adidas towel. And so the great thing is that only the towel became changed the meaning of the wall to the waterfall, and just make a movement, and the towel is also swingable, so it make a kind of rhythm to as an accent of the exhibition. And also his inspiration comes so much from nature, and the Yuken Teruya is from Okinawa, and Okinawa is the south part of Japan, and it have a strong phenomenon of almost like a nature worship, and a lot of Japanese mainland author or artists go to Okinawa to get more of the inspiration. So this is a cutting of the glass, and there is a metaphor. There is a half cup of water, and some people say, "Oh, we have a lot of water." It's a half of it, and some people say, "Oh, we have only half of it." So there is a positivity and a negativity of how you appreciate the reality. And you can so that this is very important to think about human relationship or something basic daily life. And for example, he played with this metaphor or waves conceptual thinking. And for example, this one, the center line is called, says limits. And there is upside it says solitude and solidarity, which is almost the same word but have a completely different meaning. And this one is solidarity is becoming top of it, then solitude becomes the bottom, and the center becomes corrupt. So something, there is a limit, and the corrupt could be, how to say, conceptually also connected as a mental level. And this one is kind of funny. It's hard to read from there, so I read it. The bottom says, I sip, and the top says, you heat up. And there is is a metaphor. This is a water we are drinking, and if I sip, someone hiccup, and there is no, theoretical connection, but it might be related. And Yuken is trying to describe this kind of mental connection, and this is more like a diptychord. And it says, very simple one. Top says you, bottom says me, and the other one says top says me, bottom says you. And this one is comfort and isolate, and isolate is upside down. So the comfort, the upside down of the comfort in the bottom is, how to say, he's thinking, this is almost like a same. Isolation could be comfort, but isolation itself cannot be comfort, something like that. And this is his new work to think about Volcano Lovers scene. So Yuken is not present, unfortunately, but I appreciate his new work for this exhibition.